I'm Jonny Smith from the Late Break Show.
I'm Richard Porter from Sniff Petrol. Together, we are Smith and Sniff. And when Goodwood said to us, why don't you two go off all around the whole Festival of Speed site and show us everything that's cool and interesting that you can see and do, we said, yeah, okay.
We'll do that.
We start here in front of the central feature by Goodwood House itself, which this year is a tribute to the Lord of Lightness.
The Sultan of Superleggera.
The Maharaja of minimal mass.
Yes, that's right. It's Gordon Murray. He's not 60 years old, he's been in the game for 60 years. The man with the best motorsport-related moustache. He predates Mansell, so it's okay. And on there, that huge statue, that's a T50 hypercar up there, along with a Brabham, I think.
Yeah, Brabham BT52. Anyway, enough yapping about that, because it's time to delve into Goodwood and all of its treasures.
Here we are at the archway marking the Supercar Paddock. This is probably the highest concentration of four-wheeled worship in the whole Festival of Speed site. There's a huge shootout match between which manufacturer's got the most carbon fibre, the most amount of cylinders, the lightest, the fastest top speed, you name it. We actually did a dedicated film on that. Although saying that, the Rimac Nevera next to me is probably the most powerful car there, and it doesn't have any cylinders at all.
Now, if you want to know what's what with new cars here at the Festival of Speed, you've got to come here to the First Glance Paddock.
Yeah, this is where there's a whole line, well, in fact, there's rows and rows of cars that are just about to come out, hence the term First Glance. You can look around them statically, and then they all funnel out and go out onto the track and parade.
That's right. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you any more than that, because we've made a whole separate film looking in more detail at some of the cars that are here. Go and watch it, absorb it. There will be a quiz later. Our travels bring us here to Cathedral Paddock, another enclave of excellent things. Over there, some drift cars. Over there, some 90s rally cars, a load of fabulous Imprezas, and Colin McRae's Mark 1 Focus WRC.
Very
but
cool.
What have we got here?
Well, we've got some other Fords, talking of Fords. Now, of course, this year is the Transit 60th anniversary. That van at the end is the super van. That might not mean much to younger people, but in 1971, this was a promotional stunt by Ford to put a GT40 V8 in the middle of an actual Transit van. And that van was lost for many years, thought to have never, ever come back. It's been restored in secret for the last 25 years, and this is the debut of it. Bill Ford himself drove it up the hill this morning. And there's Supervan 2, which is a homage. That's not the real one, because the original Supervan 2 became Supervan 3, and that is a V6 supercharged Cosworth madhouse of a thing. And then next to it here, that's from 1994. This is 2022, the Supervan 4, 2,000 horsepower electric maniac of a thing.
The last time we were talking about this van at the Festival of Speed, didn't Nigel Mansell crash our shot?
He did. Yes, he did. Any sign of Mansell?
I don't see him at the moment, but
Good.
Remember, he's fast and sneaky.
Yes, this is true. And then the final iteration of Supervan 4.2, I'm pretty sure that was the van that set the record up this hill last year. That's the Pikes Peak van, which sounds weird, and it certainly delivers. It could deliver chaos.
It is a weapon of dispatch. Let's keep moving.
Mass dispatch.
Our whistle-stop tour brings us here to the Brooklands Paddock, small but perfectly formed. A little bit of everything here, all of it good. I particularly like over there a collection of touring cars. I've got John Cleland's Cavalier from the 90s, a Japanese touring car, a Skyline, an Australian touring car, a Commodore-based Holden, and 1973 Chevrolet Chevelle NASCAR. Fantastic.
Yeah. But let me take you by the hand and lead you through the street paddock of Goodwood. Round here, we've got a car that's basically become an unofficial mascot because it gets used here and it gets raced extensively. It is the 1911 Fiat, aka the Beast of Turin, owned by a chap called Duncan Pittaway. He's in here somewhere. Where is he? Here he is. Here he is. Hey, how are you doing, Duncan?
Good. Excellent.
Come on over. So this car is like the poster child.
It's like the bearded lady of the circus.
It is like the bearded lady of the circus. So this here is, remind people of the size of the engine and the ridiculousness of it.
It's 28,500cc four-cylinder We had Richard Petty in the car last year, which was lovely.
Oh yes, you did.
And Richard Petty said, "Geez, each cylinder's bigger than my Superbird." So no, it's great fun. But it was very serious. It wasn't a joke car, although it looks it wasn't a joke.
Well, that's the thing. But what I also like about it is that you do drive it to an event, and you do race it to an event, and you drive it home.
Yeah.
And you don't just live around the corner.
No, but it's so much more fun than driving behind a diesel, towing behind a diesel Land Rover. It's lovely on the road. It's at its best on the road.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a bit. It doesn't like all the stop and start here and all the stop go.
Yeah.
But on the road, 200 RPM, 300 RPM, 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. It's happy all day.
And do you enjoy the fact that people can come right up to it, talk to you, talk to the mechanics, and really kind of breathe in this ridiculousness here?
I think what Goodwood do better than everybody in the world is not only they draw the best cars in the world here, but they make everybody runs them.
Yeah.
And there's no barriers. You can walk up and chat to the owners, you can chat to the customer, you can chat to the cars.
Yeah.
We've had people sitting in the car. We had a lovely couple from Taiwan who had saved up money for 3 years to come to the Festival of Speed just to see the Beast of Turin.
Really?
We had all the family in, the husband, the 2 kids, and that's what Goodwood Festival of Speed does.
Yeah.
It allows people to get close to their heroes. I'm not saying this is a hero.
Oh, no, but
in terms of Formula One cars,
Yeah.
when do you ever get an opportunity to literally get that close to people like yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you. Please keep coming back.
Okay. All right. If I get invited, I'll come back.
That Fiat is fabulous, but then so is this. It's the Cartier Style et Luxe lawn. Collections of cars celebrating particular things, including 20 years of the Bugatti Veyron. Also a celebration of 60 years of Alpina, and a group of vans over there that mark 60 years of the Ford Transit. Also got some touring bodied cars here over there, some Facel Vegas, delightful. In fact, it's so good, Jonny and I have made an entire film just about the cars and vans on this lawn. Go and find it on the Goodwood Road and Racing channel and watch it. Our wanderings have brought us here to the steps of Future Lab. Future Lab. Now, I think this is one of the most fascinating parts of the Festival of Speed.
Yeah, what this is really is a celebration and an insight into science and technology, STEM-related things to do with the motor industry and also our lifestyles.
But we're not going to tell you any more than that because we've made a whole separate film about all the amazing stuff that's in there. So once you've watched this, go and watch that, or we'll set a robot dog on you.
Yeah.
This is a really, really cool bit of the weekend. If you've got even a tiny sliver of interest in Formula One, you will like this, the F1 paddock. We're walking here past McLaren's display. Down there, it's a recreation of a 74 car with the DFV V8 in it. It was built only last year by apprentices there. It sort of invests them in the heritage of the team, gets them learning trad skills. And then moving up, we've got that Prost car, MP4 04. And then coming more up to date, 2008, Lewis Hamilton's
Yeah, but
car
look.
there. But
Look.
not just F1, although this F1 paddock. This,
Well, it is F1. It's called one, an F1.
this is the 95 Le Mans winning
Wow.
McLaren F1 GTR, car 59, sponsored by the Ueno Clinic. Do you know what the Ueno Clinic is?
I actually don't.
I only found this out. You watch that car racing and you go, oh wow, yeah, it's one. And it's only recently I realised what that is. It's a Japanese private medical clinic, but they specialise in
Urinary tracts.
Yeah. So, but interesting sponsor all the same. Here we are.
I was going
at
to say
Williams.
We're in the Williams gazebo, and behind us is a 2025 exhibition car. You can't get as close as we are right now, but you can get
Pretty close.
You can get closer than you probably could at a Formula One event.
Oh, yeah.
But what I wanted to say to you is, it can't fit in here that way round because it's quite a large car. Compare it, would you, to that next door, which is another Mansell car. That's a 1990, early 90s.
92. That's Mansell's championship-winning FW14B with the Renault engine.
Right.
Now I remember in period, this is the era when the noses got longer, and at the time they seemed sort of quite galumphing and inelegant compared to those really pretty little short-nosed cars that preceded them. But
Yeah.
now, that looks so wee compared to a modern car.
It looks like a micro machine. But for me, for sure, Richard, the fascination
the fascination.
in this Formula One paddock is when you get to see the cars being semi-dismantled and checked by the mechanics and run up. There'll be one or two running up any second now. And you can even go over and talk to the mechanics, and you could just see how F1 cars are constructed. That's the turn on for me.
This is one of the coolest parts of the Festival of Speed, and rightly one of the most popular. Brilliant here.
Sadly, you, me, and no one standing here can drive these today.
Oh.
But they can drive something over there that's electronic. So this is the Festival of Speed Esports Arena area. I'm sat in a McLaren sim. There's a Red Bull one there. There's a Williams one over there. Now we know over the last 2 decades that Sims, video game racing, has improved the skills of real drivers. It's nurtured drivers. Formula One drivers use them to practice circuits, all that kind of thing. I'm terrible at them. I've been made to do... I'm going to be driving the actual hill climb, the actual Goodwood Hill climb track in a McLaren 720S. This is going to be disastrous, but luckily there won't be any real panel damage. Okay, let's do this. So I've got to press this. I've got to put the throttle down. All right, ready? Let's go. There's a reason why Rich is not doing this, because he's even worse than me, and I'm really bad. I predate Sims. I drove real cars before Sims, and I find it a lot easier to drive a real car. Okay, so Mr. March has already sued me for damaging some of his hay bales on the first right-hander. Gone under the gantry. I've got no reference of where my left-hander is, but I know there's one somewhere. It was there. I've done a Chris Hoy. I've gone into all the bales. Oh dear. Let's select reverse. Apparently you can win headphones if you're on this leaderboard. I won't be there today. I'll be buying my own headphones. Round by the flint wall. I didn't hit it. No, I didn't hit it. Big right-hander there. Okay, I hit some bales. It's fine. McLarens are really well built. They're very resilient to straw. For a lot of younger generations, this is it. This is reality. I think I've just hit the broadcast van at the top of the hill. Yeah, I've just hit the actual Goodwood van. Anyway, you get the gist. This is the Esports Arena. You can listen to the real cars. You can watch the real cars run. Completely immerse yourself over there. Over here, you can immerse yourself in the digital world, which is just so good. I mean, comparing this to 2001, 2002, when the PlayStation 2 came out, it's just another world now, isn't it? Driving simulators are the thing. Okay, so we've come up the hill a bit. There's food courts next to us. Formula One paddock's just down there. But on this hill is a preferential parking area, for want of a better term.
Yes, this is Performance Parking West, one of Kanye's kids, but also this area here where, yeah, if you're a member of Goodwood, you can bring your car, and what tasty treats that brings. This is not part of the show, this is whatever turns up, and you are free to wander around on a sort of look, don't touch basis at people's cars.
Got a Shmee 150, Tim Burton's motors here. I'm pretty sure that Jensen Penetrator's not his, but the rest of them and the Ferraris are.
Yeah, that's an Interceptor drag car. It's just shown up.
Part next to a Ford GT.
There's a real kind of sense of like, this is, you know, people like us, if you like cars. There's an Alfa Quadrifoglio Giulietta up there.
Yeah.
Giulietta, not Giulietta, Giulia.
Julia, 4 cheese.
Four cheese,
it's the
so it's a
Quadrifoglio.
Giulia Quadrifoglio. See,
Yeah.
370Z there, and of course, look at this, a 993 C4S. Yeah, if you're passing here, it's easy to lose quite a lot of time just wandering around looking at people's really nice cars.
We always come here every year. We always come here.
It's
because
great.
it's a real pick and mix.
Always check the car park. Right, we've got to go. Right, we're on our way to the rally stage, but it's hot and it's far, so we're using this thoughtfully provided tractor and trailer taxi.
Free Uber, tractor Uber.
Truba. See you in a second at the rally stage. And here we are. This is the rally stage, slightly away from the main festival site, but well worth the trip.
That's the thing. A lot of people just think that the only place where you can see cars getting thrashed is actually on the main hill climb outside the house. Not so. There's a proper forest stage down there where these cars are going.
Yeah. We're going to go and have a look at some of the cars you can find up here.
Yes, please. I love the fact that they've got the authentic kind of starting gantry just here. You've got RS200, then an RS200 lining up to go.
Mother of Jennifer, the stuff you're seeing here, so there's 2 RS200s there. theoretically, that's 1% of all RS200s. If you accept they made 200 of them, maybe they didn't.
About to go out of these straw bales here. On the right is your wet dream, on the left is probably mine, in rally terms.
Both of these though, Sport Quattro, fantastic. The short wheelbase one with the more upright 80 saloon pillars in it, they're just fantastic. But of course Metro 6R4, because I'm a bit odd about British Leyland stuff, and Austin Rover.
Another Quattro, not a short wheelbase, but I mean, I've got a toy of one of these, and it's one of the things that actually sparked off my interest in rally in the first place.
A lot of the cars here as well, you're seeing drivers' names on the side of them, just give you a little tingle, a little bit of the warm glow of history. Stig Blomqvist in this case, fantastic.
Yeah. We need to talk about the Ferrari.
I know.
Not a common scene rally vehicle. That's a 308, isn't it?
Yeah, but they did rally them, and of course the 288 GTO that was based on that car was designed for Group B. It didn't do it, but that was the theory. What else have we got?
Well, look, back here, we've got this new Lancia.
New Lancia
Lancia.
Epsilon, yeah.
This is electric, isn't it?
Yeah, so there is an HF, they've announced an HF sort of rally-inspired one, so yeah, they're going to take this out rallying. Oh, it's not electric. This one's not.
It's full petrol.
This is full petrol.
Oh, full petrol, yes.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for telling me.
Oh, bad.
Rally for petrol, yeah.
Right, okay, this is a piston Lancia, new Lancia. This is great. Next to probably the most popular rally car of all time, Mark II Escort. This is an extremely rare car. I've seen several of them. We might see another one in the paddock area. A Fiat 131 Abarth Mirror Fury. This was like, what was this? This is Fiat's answer to the Mark I and Mark II Escorts, right?
Yeah, kind of. So, yeah, rear-wheel drive saloon.
Yeah.
I love these sort of proper periods,
Riveted
mods, repairs.
It's a seriously rare car now. Audi Quattro in Rothman's livery, which you don't normally see.
And then Delta Integrale. Always nice to see those.
I'm just going to need to listen to the 5-cylinder for a bit.
We saw one of these with the bonnet up earlier on, and it reminded us of the big problem with the Quattro and why it was quickly screwed over by all of the mid-engine Group B cars, the RS200 and the Peugeot 205 T16, because the 5-cylinder is mounted lengthways here. It's right here. The front of the engine is here, and it ends here. So the strut tops are here, and the engine is entirely in front of them.
It's so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Obviously, the weight is an issue, but a pigeon could kiss the front grille and you'd lose your timing belt.
But then the engineers on the QT came up with a mid-engined Quattro, and unfortunately management, when they found out about it, went absolutely not. How dare you destroy everything to do with this project, because they realised that all the road cars were front-engine. They couldn't really market a mid-engine car unless they came up with one.
Yeah.
So it took
Look
them
at the
a long time to
velocity
do with the
stack
R8.
sticking through the back of the 308 Ferrari.
Oh yeah.
Really, really cool. Back here, we've got another one of your wet dreams.
It's another 6R4. So again,
and an Integrale.
yeah, just to show the sort of breadth of stuff that we're getting here, a Mitsubishi Evo there, and then a more modern Peugeot 208. This is sort of current or almost current.
But let's go down round there. These white tents, these are all the paddock areas. This is where the teams are prepping these cars, checking them over before they file out. There's loads of treats down here.
So here we are in the rally paddock, just to give you an idea of the breadth of stuff that's here. Over there, Lancia at 037, but then a 205 T16 Group B car, one of my favourites. That's in later Evo 2 spec with a bigger rear wing and what have you. But this is particularly amazing. Peugeot 504
Pickup truck. I thought it was a Dakar truck.
Well, it did do safari rallies. It's a bit of a weird one. You know, the 504, a very hardy car, was very successful in safari rallying, but someone made, in period, a pickup version. Weirdly, it's technically a Group B car because there were rules about dimensions of the interior, and the interior on the pickup was too small to make it a Group A or Group N car, so it went into a subset of Group B. But ultimately, that's a Group B car, so's that. Quite strange. It won the African Championship in 1984. Not this one, this is a recreation of the original, but that genuinely did exist back in the 1980s.
Oh, look what's coming up behind us.
Ooh. Cosworth.
Yeah, Escort. In fact, there's a couple of Escort Cosworths coming up. We've got an Integrale just here,
Yeah.
a modern Fiesta. But what I love is, again, like so many parts, like the Cartier lawn and things like that, these cars are not cordoned off. You can go right up to them and stare at them from this far away.
Show us. You can do that.
I haven't touched it.
You'll look strange, but you can do it.
And I think that's what's cool about it.
Sierra Cosworths. Yeah, everyone remembers them for their touring car success, which was massive. I mean, it was like one of the most successful competition cars of all time because of how well it did in touring cars, but they did go rallying them as well before the Escort Cosworth came along and superseded
Just
it.
you can't walk past on a rally event a Mitsubishi Evo 6.
Yes.
It would be rude to.
Distinctive with a sort of bosomy front bumper.
Yes.
And there's an Octavia. Remember they used to rally those. RS200, we saw one of those earlier on. Subarus.
Subaru have got a huge presence here on the stage. That's actually Travis Pastrana's car. He's been taking people out for laps and doing lots of signing. And then next to it, two unmistakable Subaru Legacy RSs, one of which has got Colin McRae's name on it because obviously there's a huge Colin McRae story up here. In fact, I've seen lots of Colin McRae t-shirts as well. It's so nice to be able to get so up close and personal with all these hero cars.
It really is. Now, before we go any further, I'm afraid I owe you an apology. Earlier on, I may have said there were 3 Metro 6R4s here. Unfortunately, that was incorrect. There are, in fact, bloody loads of them. Look at this. Down there is the original development prototype, and then, I mean, I can't even count. It just looks like this was the wrong day for me to give up smiling. And the other thing you can do here at the rally stage is watch some cars go by on the actual stage.
Of course, we all know the unwritten rules. When spectating on a forest stage, one must wear in excess of a woolly hat.
Of course. I feel stupid for forgetting that. All right, well, that's enough from the rally stage. On to the next thing, maybe involving a different kind of hat. All right, we're going to conclude our tour of the whole of the Festival of Speed here at the GAS area. GAS stands for Goodwood Action Sports. Jonny, what does that mean?
That means extreme sports involving mountain bikes,
Yeah.
BMXs,
Wow.
and also motorcycles.
Great.
Upside down.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Let's go and look at that. That was genuinely extraordinary. What a way to wrap up our look around all of the Festival of Speed. What a grand day out we've had.
Unbelievable.
We've seen new cars, we've seen classic cars, we've seen racing cars, we've looked at new technology, and we've just seen human beings defying the laws of physics.
I've been coming to Festival of Speed for over 20 years and I'm still continually amazed by the breadth of the automotive world within your fingertips here. Everything from the start of the 1900s all the way through to, well, the future actually. Stuff you can't buy yet.
There really is something for absolutely everyone here, unless you like zebras. Maybe next year. But for 2025, that's it.
Thanks for watching. I've been Jonny Smith.
I haven't. Goodbye.
Wow, just wow.
You can get close to the drivers, you can get close to the cars, you can really feel like you're involved in the action.
It's a fun fair, but with cars.